All right, guys, what's up? I'm going to do my best and not sound terrible, but my voice is gone. This episode of Average Sakes is the one you've all been waiting for.
Let's go.
This is the day I've been waiting for. Padres have defeated Goliath.
The drought is over.
The Padres defeat the Dodgers in the division series of the playoffs in 4 games. We did the gentleman sweep, and let's get into it.
Welcome back.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Average Sakes. Holy fuck. Vibes on 10 still 24 hours later. The Padres are headed to the NLCS. 4 wins from the World Series.
Sheesh.
And they have taken down your 111 win fucking Dodgers.
Weak ass Dodgers.
I was telling the people that I was watching with, this feels better because it was the Dodgers. This would not feel as good against the Giants or the Rockies. This feels great because we beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, before going into this series, I was a little upset at the bracket because it was like True and Stone, and it didn't seem fair because Padres were 5th seed, Phillies were 6th seed, and they were playing the 2 and the 1 instead of the 1 and the 2. And whatever, Padres take on the Dodgers, lose game 1, and game 1 of a series is probably the most important.
Very crucial.
It is very crucial. The Dodgers end up winning that game, and I'm not even too sure how, except Clevenger is no good versus the Dodgers.
No good.
No good. Gave up 5 runs in 3 innings, basically. In his career, he hasn't been good versus the Dodgers. But we kind of set the Dodgers up in a situation where they are pitching their number 1 pitcher, Julio Urias, off of 5 days rest or longer, 5 days with no games. We pitched our 5th best pitcher, Mike Clevenger. Not taking anything away from Clevenger, but statistically, he hadn't been good versus the Dodgers. And we were going against their one. I think Bomel kind of just like buried that game. It was like, you know what? We just had a hard fought series. We don't get to go 1-1, like our best versus their best. Whatever we could pull out of that game is good. You don't lose that game by like 5-0. That's what it felt like it was going to be. Middle of that first game, it felt like the Dodgers are just going to beat our ass and we're never going to win. Yeah. Like, that's what it felt like. Then the Padres scored 3 runs middle of that first game. Give you a little bit of life.
A little hope. Like, it's not that easy to beat us.
We can score runs.
We can score runs, yeah.
And the best thing that you saw out of the first game was how good the bullpen was. They went 17 straight at-bats without giving up a hit, letting a guy on against the Dodgers. It's hard to do. So kind of shows how much Bomel trusts our pen and how good they were, like how trustworthy they actually were. But they lost. We lose game 1, 5-3. Trevor, you go to game 2.
Oh yeah, I am at game 2.
I'm one of the 5 Padre fans in LA.
It was definitely the most amount of Padre fans I've seen at a Dodger game that I've been to.
That's good.
It was fun though. It was fun. Dodger fans, they get a little rowdy. Their team's not playing well. They turn into complete assholes, and that's just, I was ready for it. I was expecting it. Not saying I wasn't an asshole myself, but hey, things happen, especially when your team's winning. A lot to cheer about. And Yu Darvish, game 2. Yeah, it was Yu Darvish. Yeah. Yu Darvish. Manny Machado hits the bomb first inning to start it off. We're up 1-0 before the Dodgers even swing at the bat. That was huge, especially coming from Manny, who gets the most boos when he goes there against Kershaw, the big, bad, dreaded Kershaw. He's so good against the Padres in the regular season. Wow, wow, wow. So Manny Machado does that. Yu Darvish then gives up homer to Freddie Freeman. And
Homer to Max Muncy.
yeah, back and forth kind of went. It was a close game, 3-2, 3-3 for like 4 or 5 innings. But I knew we were in the game. In the back of my head, I said we can't go to the ninth inning tied. We need to score some runs soon. And the pitching was it was great in that game too. And then
It was
Soto hits
absolutely
the
great.
double.
Both
Soto hit the double, I think it was.
Yeah, I was
Um,
Soto.
what
And
what
then
inning are you talking about?
I think I'm talking about who when we took the lead. Rick, I think Rick had a base hit to take the lead, and Soto had a double, right? Or am I wrong?
Something like that. Keep going.
Something like that. But our pitching was outstanding there. Yu Darvish settled down after the third inning. They hit a home run, 1, 2, 3 innings like that, back to back to back, and I was getting stressful. But then
Manny
Profar,
doubled to left field. Hassan scored, and then Jake grounded out
oh yeah, you're right, he did.
to take the lead. And then that's when the very next inning, Trey Turner hits a bomb. Like it was so annoying because it felt like all right, finally got the lead. Like after the Dodgers just fucking threw a couple of haymakers back, it was haymakers, then fucking
Then we answer.
tied up, and then yeah, that's when Profar singles, and we basically take over the game, and then obviously the game was finished off by Jake the Rake.
Yep, a
Bomb.
bomb.
Killed it against the
And
Dodgers.
that was the birth of the Rally Goose. The goose was all over that field. I had no idea where it came from. There's no lakes
Me
around.
either.
There's no lakes around downtown LA. Like I have no idea how it even got onto the field. It was wild, and yeah, that I hated it honestly. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I hated it. Dodger fans were cheering, screaming. They're like, "Oh my God, there's a fucking duck on the field! This is awesome! This is awesome!" I hate it. I was like, "Get that thing out of here! Keep flying around, distracting."
Yeah.
I was like, "Get that out of here!" They ended up putting it in a trash can, which I thought was an odd move, but
Yeah, and the funny thing is because you didn't, you were at the game. I was watching from home, and as soon as the commercial cuts back in after the whole goose situation, the announcer goes, "Yep, all right, guys, the goose was safely and like whatever was taken off the field safely." And everyone on Twitter was like, "Dog, they took it off with a trash can. Like they were
Threw it in there
chasing it around the
violently.
field. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
that's funny as fuck." But Roman, you went to game 3 at home, first
Game
playoff
3 at
game
home opener at
since
home.
2006.
And it was fucking loud. Let me tell you, I was arrived an hour early, and there was fairly a lot of people
wow,
in there
smart move.
drinking at the bars and eating pizza at Pizza Port. But as soon as like 5 minutes before game time, before they were starting to announce the players and all that, it flooded and it got real loud in there when they started announcing the Dodgers players, and every single person they announced, it was boo, 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 and it was great. And then we came up and it was just super loud. Um, Great experience. The Padres canceled all their tickets to LA members, and it was just full brown and yellow the whole time. There was like two Dodgers player fans in our section, and they literally walked away from our section like second inning after Trent Grisham hit the bomb. That was the first inning, but they stayed for a little longer after that. But it was great. I mean, the loudest I've ever heard it at Petco. I've been to a lot of games at Petco, and that was definitely the loudest I've ever heard it. was super fun. Can't wait to go to the next series Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, the playoff atmosphere has chills run through my body when I hear the roars of the crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting. Everyone's there cheering on the same exact thing. That's when you know you're gonna get a loud roar coming out of Petco
And
Park.
you guys been to monster trucks at Petco Park, right? I honestly think it was probably louder than monster trucks were. That's how loud it was.
Well,
Like
you
I
know
couldn't
it's
even hear the person next to me while we were cheering.
you fucking know it's loud when you feel like the ground under you like shaking,
Yeah.
because the stadium's like I don't know. I always at Qualcomm at least I used to feel like shakes when like
Yeah.
loud shit would come by.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
great feeling.
so all three Average Six members were able to go to a different game. We were
You
all
went to
able
game
to
4.
enjoy a playoff game,
A playoff win.
a
Yeah,
playoff
that's a
win.
win.
So I go to game 4, get there, like you said, a little over an hour, I would say, before, but then there was a
Yeah.
rain delay. So we're just walking around, getting drinks, having a blast. Jake Peavy throws out the first pitch.
Loud. Had to have
Mark
been loud.
Loretta. Oh, the place was electric house. It was quiet for a couple innings. All right, I mean, it was loud for a couple innings, and then when the Dodgers scored, it ended up quieting us. So Freddie Freeman comes up 2 on in scoring position, both of them, and no outs. Ends up hitting a double. We end up getting out of it after that, 2-0. They quiet us down for a couple innings, and then there was a drone out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you
That
guys
was
about that.
that was fucking
I
bullshit
thought that
too.
was gonna go on forever, bro, because he was just standing there, like not moving, nothing. I was like, "Well, this guy's just gonna sit here until they cancel the game or something."
So the drone flies in, and I have to go pee. So I'm literally like,
Perfect time. Perfect time.
"Hey, let's go get a beer, go pee," because I knew this was gonna be a delay. Because I know, just knowing myself and my baseball brain, a drone interference is going to cause a delay. I went to the bathroom, got a beer, came back. So I don't know how long it actually was, but there was drone interference, whatever. Not taking too much into it. But that seventh inning stretch, had to change something up a little bit. I threw in a piece of Hubba Bubba. And,
And he never took it out.
sometimes superstition. No, I didn't take it out till after the game. We were walking the streets. I was like, man, this gum's finally bland. And Colin's all, you remember when we put that piece in? Seventh inning stretch. Like, it's crazy because the seventh inning, bottom of the seventh, is when we scored 5 runs, had a massive comeback. Um, it was so awesome. Like, there's sport events that I've gone to in my entire life. I've been to a lot of them: Charger games, Padre games, a lot of other teams' sports. Chenny, a year ago, we went to the Dodgers Giants playoff game. I've never been somewhere louder. I've never been somewhere. I don't think I've ever had a greater sporting experience, like live or in person. I met up with Frenchie, one of our friends. What I was saying was, me and Frenchie met up after the game, and he was saying how he went to both Friday and Saturday. He said that seventh inning and after was absolutely loudest he's ever been, louder than the night before. So I
Yeah.
think it was going crazy. I mean,
Yeah, because we hit that home run. Trent Grisham hit that home run, and it was like a steady loud the whole game.
yeah,
Because we scored another run in like the third inning, and it was 2-0 for like the whole game. So it was like a constant steady. But for the seventh inning for you, I bet it just erupted the whole place.
it erupted.
Crazy.
And then after the seventh, the rain just kept coming. They put
Yeah.
on Blink 182, and everybody in the world was just singing. I saw Twitter, someone posted on Twitter, a video of down the street from their apartment recording the stadium, and you could hear us singing Blink 182. It was just so cool. The atmosphere, the fans. We had a Dodger fan who was talking shit for a while, and then he ended up actually staying the entire like
The whole game?
station and everything. Like they were true sports. Like we talked
That's
shit back and
wild.
forth, but it was true.
Our Dodgers fans left right after the home run. It was great.
No, I
We're tripping.
but yeah, it was great. I had a lot of fun. Padres defeated the Dodgers in what would felt like they never could. It was 19-5, like the last fucking 2 years.
That's what makes this win even better. Just because I want to say the last 10 years, when we're old enough where we can start chirping a little bit, nothing too major because we're still little kids, but we chirp Dodger fans at school. You're playing baseball growing up, sports, you're gonna chirp whatever. It's just the nature of the game. So 10 years of just straight, oh, we're so good, we're the best team. We just fuck you, we own you. Everything. I heard it all. Heard it all. I don't care. When it fucking matters, that's when the real team shows up. And you can have your 111 win victory regular season. All you are now is that you're a good regular season team. Maybe the
Yep.
Padres just aren't a good regular season team. You can have that title. That's fine to me. You can have your regular season championship. It doesn't really matter to me, honestly. What matters is the Padres figure out to put 3 solid games of baseball together against this beast, this Goliath that stays up the 5 north of us.
So the Padres, Petco Park saw its first division series win
Ever.
ever. Petco Park in
That's
its
dope.
entirety. Padres had their first playoff division series win since like 2006.
This was the Dodgers' first ever playoff loss to the Padres.
First ever playoff loss where it kicks them out of the playoffs.
Wow, really?
Yep.
So this was a lot of things. This was the first time in a long time. And it's feels great, but it was a long time of AJ Preller telling us like, hey, wait. I'm
Yep.
going to build a team that will defeat the Dodgers. And this team has done it without their best fucking player. And who I think is the best player on earth is Fernando Tatis. And what is helping Fernando Tatis in this playoff run?
He gets to come back sooner.
Every game they play is a game off his suspension next season. We've already played 2 series and we're headed for another one and hopefully one fucking more.
Yeah, this next series is gonna be some great
It's gonna
fucking
be tough.
baseball.
It's gonna be a battle.
These are the 2 top teams going into the National League. This is the National League. This is the NLCS.
Yeah,
Only one team moves on after this. Only one team moves on. And for the Padres to go from Eric Hosmer starting everyday first baseman, the whole roster revamp that we've experienced this whole year. This is why we trade for those guys.
What did Bob Melvin say in the beginning of the year? It takes more than however many players on a team.
Sometimes it's not 40 guys. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's 50. Sometimes it's 60.
Yep.
Yes. And what's crazy is if you look back at the stats this division series, Josh Bell, 0 for. Brandon Drury, 1 hit and 11 at bats. Who else? Juan Soto had 3 hits, batted a 188 this series. The one motherfucker who we traded for that was nails, Josh fucking Hader. Hader, so far this playoffs has been outstanding.
Yep.
Fucking Robert Suarez, Bobby Big fucking Dick has been absolutely great.
Big game Bob.
Yes, big game Bob. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Like the Padres bullpen, huge shout out. They held the Dodgers to fucking like 1 run in 4 games. It's unfucking real. The team has the best lineup that's ever been created. It's a fucking video game team. That it's a $280 million team. They have upwards of $300 million on the payroll. They had the best pitching rotation. They had the best lineup. They had 111 wins.
Most in the National League since 1929, I think it was.
1929. Dave Roberts going into this season guaranteeing
Dan
that
Patrick.
Dodgers would win a World Series. Oh, Dodgers, what happened?
It's your word,
That's
baby.
what this feels like.
Smoking that Dodger pack.
This was a series that I'll never forget. Games that I'll never forget. Moments I'll never forget.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We went to that Atlanta game, and
Yeah.
that was like the loudest, like most funnest game I've ever been to. And definitely this weekend top that for sure.
1,000 times over.
Hey,
1,000 times
people
over.
think baseball is boring. Let me tell you, playoff baseball is on a whole fucking another level.
I was
Like
talking.
this is the first time San Diegans get to experience something so like electric and vibes. And good thing Juan Soto in a couple years when he's like, damn, where do I want to sign? Maybe I don't think he's gonna experience a crowd like that ever again.
Hey, what did Hank say?
San Diego, great sports town.
Great fucking sports town, San Diego. Hey, Dean Spanos could S my C, period. That's all I'm gonna say. Dean Spanos, Chargers owner. I'm a Charger fan, but Dean Spanos, you said San Diego's not a sports town. S my C. We just took down the Dodgers and laughed in your face the entire time. Like,
yeah,
I think that's why I hate the Dodgers more, is because he thought LA is such a sports town and all this stuff.
All of our teams have gone to LA. The one San Diego team that remains, and we're over here winning still.
Yeah.
Loyal as ever.
And that was a sellout crowd.
Oh yeah.
The loudest.
What's the capacity? 48,000?
I think it's 45,000, and we had 45,127.
And the night before, my game was like 25. 2 people extra showed up to the second game.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's lit.
I saw a tweet about it.
That's like, fire. Still getting 45,000 people to come into one area and sit there and cheer on the same team
the whole time is fucking wild.
Yep. I fucking love this team. Through all the ups, through all the fucking downs. This is why I've stayed, and this is why I watch.
You know what the craziest thing is if we get to win a World Series in 20 years, when we have children who are our age and like, Dad, how was it when you won the World Series? Buddy, I have a year's worth of podcast film that could tell you the ups and downs of the entire season.
Very true.
Me and my 2 dumb friends sit here and talk Padres once a week for 162 game season and fucking playoffs. So yeah, I could tell you. And the 2 years prior to that. So yeah. All of those mixed emotions, you know, the 2020 year being such a Mickey Mouse ring now that we fucking defeated them and showed them like, hey, that was a real series, dog.
You need to be done.
Big dog.
Yeah.
That was a real series with fans and the implications that baseball truly needs. Who's a big dog?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy, baby?
And those Fox announcers, I think David Ortiz was doing this to put a chip on his shoulder. Like he
said, don't poke the bear.
Yeah, I think I poked the bear.
Yeah.
I think I poked the bear.
Yeah,
that's what he was saying. He was like, I think I poked the bear.
No, those Fox announcers are all geniuses though. A-Rod, David Ortiz, Frank Thomas,
Reverse Jinx,
Dontrelle Willis. They are geniuses. They're so good at what they do. It's honestly unreal. They all picked the Dodgers this series. Spot on.
Take the Mets last series.
Yep. They are spot on. They're 2-0 so far.
And again, I'm gonna call out all of MLB Network. Jared Krabus and baseball doesn't exist.
Yes, sir.
Everybody
doubted us.
Everybody in the world.
Look who's still standing, baby.
Dodgers.
San Diego versus the world. That's how we've been in our whole fucking lives.
Absolutely. Will Myers said it best. All those losses, all those ups and downs, this freaking win makes it all worth it.
Yeah, and we still got to win 4 more fucking games.
Hey, baby, 1 game at a time from here. 1 game at a time.
Actually, fuck that. We got to win 8 more fucking games.
8 more games.
8 more, baby.
I'm really
And
hoping the Yankees win tomorrow, so the Yankees and Astros can just like beat the fuck out of each other, and then the World Series is like
I'm getting
Yeah.
massive 98 vibes.
that
Yeah.
massive 98
Massive.
vibes, but reverse Padres sweep this time. But before that, we are facing the Phillies. The Phillies have a good team, boys. We cannot overlook them. Cannot overlook
Another team
them.
that's pretty hot right now.
Team that is hot, and they have diehard fans just like we do. So it's going to be loud there. Hopefully,
Yeah.
make sure we keep Petco loud Tuesday and Wednesday. But yeah, JT Realmuto, Reese Hoskins, fucking Bryce Harper, Bryce Hopper, that
Mike
fucking Bryce
Castellanos.
Hopper kid, Kyle
Perfect
Schwarber.
Bryce Hopper.
We talked a lot about this team before this season because they made the moves that we wanted to make. I wanted
Yes.
fucking Nick Castellanos. I wanted fucking Kyle Schwarber.
Yes.
We ended up getting Bill, Soto, and Hader, which I will take every day of the week.
And it's crazy how
But
we're playing each other now.
we're playing each other now. We both had ups and downs this long ass year.
Yep.
But yeah, we're both gonna see each other. This is a great fucking matchup. Um, these are the two best teams in the National League. That's what it is. And everyone's saying, "Oh, 7 game series." You can't go a 3 game and then 7-7-7. It's 3-5-7-7. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, and this is our first experience in a 7 game series. Or fuck, I don't know. That's 98. I wasn't born then, so I didn't get to see that.
I was
But
born, and
I was not born. I was not born either.
I was born
yeah.
and I did see that.
Okay, so since your baby eyes
Yep.
saw the last 7 game
That's
series,
about as all I remember.
7 games is anything could fucking happen.
Yeah.
Having home field advantage is actually huge in this type of environment. NLCS winner goes to the World Series. If we have a game 7 at Petco Park, like
Would be so
even
electric.
even though it's on a Wednesday night, a Tuesday, Thursday night, it
I'm
doesn't
calling
fucking
out.
matter.
I don't care.
Yep, exactly. It
Take
doesn't
my
matter.
money. I don't care.
We are going to be. We need to be electric. I don't want it to go 7 games, though. I really don't.
Yeah.
I think
I like how our team had that confidence though that we don't want to go back to LA this series. I wasn't really thinking about like that myself. I was like,
Oh,
dang,
I tweeted it for a week straight.
really don't go back to LA.
Yeah, since we won 1 game in LA, I said, do not let them leave San Diego.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I
and they
guessed
had
on the pod it was
and
we were
they
gonna
had to
win it 4,
fucking
but I was still thinking it was gonna go 5.
they had to go a 2-hour bus ride back to their homes.
Sad bus ride.
Bus ride, bro? You gotta be shitting me.
It is not fun. Had to do it in community college. Those
It's
bus
not.
rides are not fun.
Not fun losing.
Not fun.
They got a good staff, but
Pitching,
looking at this team, pitching wise, Padres have the advantage. Hand over fist. Lineup wise, probably the Phillies. So
It's just gonna be a bad one.
pitching
This is-
versus hitting.
yeah, and this is I mean you said it best. The Phillies have the hottest bats in the National League right now. The Padres have the hottest arms in the National League right now. So it's really it's going to be a battle of who can be better at their best. Which Padres, if we can pitch better, I think we have a great chance to shut down the bats. I think our bats can come along. It's harder, way harder for pitchers to like if they're not on, they're not on. Like I think our guys are locked in right now. We're all shooting for the same goal here, so that's why it makes it even more like just better. The whole team's on the same mindset they had since they got into the playoffs.
So what I'm sad for is that this series is set up. It goes 2-3-2. Could clinch it on the road.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very possible.
very true.
Because we are the home team. That's definitely very possible to clinch it on the road. Which don't care, want to clinch it.
Yeah, clinch it as soon as you can. Don't take that anyway.
So if you're looking at it, game one, Trevor, you have Darvish versus Aaron Nola.
I think they go Wheeler. I think
Wheeler.
Wheeler's won.
Okay, so Darvish Wheeler. Then game 2, Snell, Nola.
Nola.
Syndergaard third, probably.
Game 3 is Syndergaard, Musgrove. In game 4, we go Clev. And they're probably going Gibson
Yeah. Or no Ranger, probably.
or Ranger Suarez.
Yeah. I mean, he gives me Tyler Anderson vibes. Just
Yeah.
how he pitches. Lots of changeups.
This bullpen is nowhere near.
They've had struggles all year long. This team also, the Phillies, they rank bottom tier in defense. They're in the lower 10 teams in defense wise. So pitching and defense wins you championships. It's kind of ironic how defense wins championships is something I can say in many
Every
sports.
sport.
Yeah, I think that's very ironic, but I'm gonna take my trend from football and I'm gonna bring it right to here to baseball. Pitching and defense win you championships.
I mean, we
Padres,
saw a lot of it versus the Dodgers. I mean, Trey Turner had so many errors consistently through this series.
so many, and the announcers, the one thing they said that I actually agreed with was the fans think one run is a rally. You get a runner on base, that's a rally. You know, anything can happen when you get someone on base.
Yep.
The fans eat that energy up, and the energy truly like resonates with the dudes playing on the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was unreal this series. It was a moment I will never forget. I will continue to repeat that. I wish I could just relive that moment again and again and again.
I wish the series started tomorrow.
I wish it started right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this matchup. This is obviously they're a worse seed than us overall. They're the 6th seed, we're the 5th seed. We have the home field. But I don't think that they're a better baseball team than us, and that's the first time I've said that all playoffs. But I'm not going to treat it like that. I'm going to treat it like an underdog, like we have been. And I turned on MLB Network when I got home last night, and after the episode was finishing up, they were just talking about the Phillies lineup, and I just was starting to smile. That's
They're
all they
already
were
down
talking
there.
about.
Already down there.
Phillies got them thumpers. They're scoring runs. All right.
Yeah, and
Keep that energy.
Brian Kenny of MLB Network, you're a coward. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's a big coward. I mean, to talk about Joe Musgrove like that and to just hate on us so much, he's a coward.
And it's very funny that Joe Musgrove's ears were shiny once again last night, but that was because of the rain. That was because of the rain, right?
Yeah.
Very weird.
Very interesting.
And we get day games this series, which is I don't know how I like that, but we do.
It's weird. Yeah, Wednesday will be a day game. Get to the field early, get them drinks flowing, and get loud.
First day game all year, right? Or not all year, but all playoffs.
For us.
Yeah.
Our earliest game was 5:30. This last one, I think.
Let's fucking go San Diego.
Let's go San Diego. Nola's been a dog behind the plate, dude. Holy shit.
And a dog. Been dog at the plate too. He's been coming in clutch.
Yeah. Him and fucking we'll say it again. Trent fucking Grisham.
Trent
Grisham
buddy.
has a huge cock. He just has a huge cock.
Wild that Aaron Judge went 0 for 7 Ks, and Trent Grisham was leading the league in postseason home runs. I would have never, if you told me that beginning of the season, I would have said you're smoking dick. But for it to actually be true, it was amazing to watch.
And let's not forget how ice cold Jake Cronenworth was versus the Mets and how clutch he was this series. He had a 438 average with 7 fucking hits.
He was clutch.
He
People
was
to step up.
Clutch.
We've been talking shit about the bottom of our lineup all year long, and this is the time they need to step up, and they're proving it. They're doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, if there's any time to get hot, right now is a great time.
It'd be a great time for Juan Soto, Josh Bell, and Brandon Drury to get hot this series.
Yes.
I don't think Phillies pitching is as good as Dodgers at all. Like Dodgers had the number 1 pitching team in the league, so we're gonna get spots where those relievers mess up. Like they're not gonna be fucking perfect.
Yeah, they have to be perfect too. They have to be.
Yeah, both teams
they're
have
not-
to be perfect necessarily, but I think
Yes.
our pitching has been lights out, so they're gonna have to play relatively well.
Yeah, and I mean, if there's any Phillies fans that listen to this, don't fucking come to us. Don't fucking come to us after the series.
Strap your boots up, baby. Let's get ready for this ride.
Yeah, that's right. If Nate Geis was watching, you heard me. All right.
Predictions
time.
Ooh.
I'll go first. Padres in 6. We win. We come back to San Diego and finish it off with a W.
That's what I want to.
Yes, sir.
But will it be that? I don't know. If we can clinch anything sooner than 6, that is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good. But I'm gonna prediction wise, I'm gonna go Padres in 7. I think Darvish, maybe even Joe Musgrove, comes out that night ready and amped up for a fucking huge win in San Diego.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're not winning this at home.
No,
not at all. Padres are going to stun the world and they're going to 4-game sweep them in Philly, and Philly's going to cry. Stun the world, 4-0 sweep in Philly, take it home. We're celebrating on the road. We're all celebrating at home in the bars, San Diego, downtown, whatever. But the Padres are going to, I mean, they just took down Goliath. Their vibes are on 10. This team is, dare I say, unbeatable, but knock on wood. I think the Padres are a great team, and it's going to take a lot to beat them. I'm going to say 4-0 sweep. I don't think their pitching is as good as ours on any level.
If we can take one from Wheeler or Nola, it will be. We won't leave. We won't leave Philly. It will be over then. If we can take one in San Diego against one of those two.
I hope it's Tuesday.
Have to take.
Really hope it's Tuesday.
Have to.
All right, boys. Nothing wrong with being average. Let's fucking go, San Diego.
Let's fucking go, San Diego.
I hope my voice is back. We'll do some NFL talk tomorrow, maybe. But I mean, yeah. I didn't really watch any football the past 24
hours. October baseball, baby. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's October. The Padres are in the goddamn NLCS.
The Steelers beat the Bucks today. If you didn't, so yeah.
Okay, whatever. Padres, go Padres, go Padres.
Yes, sir.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Go subscribe.
Yeah,
fuck the Steelers. Go Steelers and fuck the Dodgers.
Go Padres.
And